you have a way of staying seemingly calm as far as me observing you're playing, but you're playing incredibly intense music. How do you? Is there any sort of pre-show prep to get yourself in a mind state where you're like, I'm going to be calm. There's going to be intensity all around me. I'm going to be playing super intense, super technical shit for long periods of time. I got to stay calm. I was watching you like, fuck, and the guys that do this stuff the best all seem to have that characteristic in that they seem to be able to stay calm amidst all of that intensity.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that.
Okay.
No,
You got a good
no, no.
poker face then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The my face is probably just no. But this is why you practice. This is why you practice religiously, right?
Yeah.
It's because you need because we talk about this shit all the time, man. And the playing live thing is it's half the fun of it, right? Like it's just troubleshooting.
Right.
Every fucking stage sounds different, feels different. Sometimes there's a bass trap. Sometimes all I can hear is like in some venues, man, I was hearing mostly like vocals slapping back from the back of the venue and coming back to me. I'm like, the fuck, why am I hearing vocals? So, let alone the conditions of like, like you're never on your instrument. Like this is not my drum kit. This is a kit that's been provided for me to play on. Yeah, I've got my cymbals and pedals and stuff,
Yeah.
but the kick drums, all the shells are like so. Sometimes the heads are not the heads that you're used to. Like there's so many. There's all these little things that stack up, and like, oh, maybe Tom 2 just on this kit is and a nightmare to tune. So every time you hit it, you get ugh.
Yeah.
So it's all of this stuff. But this is why you fucking practice, man. You rehearse all the time to try and make sure that your baseline of your skill set or your kind of like your fundamentals are just you can always call on them. When shit goes real wrong.
Yes.
So in terms of the no, I actually in terms of preparation for the shows, basically almost nothing to be honest, and sometimes not even warming up. Um, but usually it's like start of a tour. There's more butterflies, like around. Oh shit, how's this gonna go this time?
Right.
You get 3, 4, 5, 6 shows in, it's like back of the hand. And then all you're really dealing with then is just the idiosyncrasies of the venue.
Right.
Once you're 20 shows in, I mean, we're fucking so relaxed. I mean, you wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
And then it just depends on stuff like, temperature. Is the venue cold, hot? If it's cold, yeah, I'll warm up. Some venues are sweltering. I'm all sweating already. I don't
Yeah.
warm up. So yeah, it's just case by case. Yeah,
Do you find that you need to drink a good bit of like electrolytes, or do you just go straight water, like a
just
bunch of
straight water.
water? Yeah.
Yeah, water. It's like a couple of liters probably per show.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually. Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's a fucking nightmare. At the end of the set, I feel like dying, even if it doesn't look like it.
Right.
Because we're playing. I mean, the sets are basically an hour 20.
Oof.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, that was going to be my next question. I thought y'all played about an hour 20. That's a lot of playing, dude. My God.
Yeah.
With in watching y'all as well, and like I kind of alluded to it earlier in cutting grass, I would kind of just go into this sort of hypnotic state. Is that something that y'all shoot for? Something that naturally happens? Have you heard that from people that there is a sort of
Yeah.
strange, sort of dark hypnosis in what y'all do?
So that's the whole point.
Okay, well then, good.
The whole point of it. Yeah, yeah. Because and that's purely based on that. Just growing up, certain albums will just hold. It's like a black hole. You just can sink into and
Yeah.
totally lose yourself in. And we've been chasing that dragon since we started, with
Wow.
varying levels of success, obviously.
Hmm.
But we do get that kind of feedback a lot now, and that's like okay, it feels like we're really aligning with our audience, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like particularly with the shows, it's a it's a it's a fucking corny term, but the term ritual is actually, it's actually what it can be and what we should be aiming at, where it's like just everything ceases to exist for, a couple of hours.
Right.
Um, and yeah, particularly, man, I don't really want to get into the subject, but it's like, modern day of everyone on their phones, blah, 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 and so fucking distracted.
Yeah.
Just take a couple of hours and just sink into something.
Hmm.
Um, and that's also, it's an experience you get from like, sometimes you're reading a good novel, you get like 30 or 40 pages in, what the fuck? It's like, holy shit, it took 4 hours or whatever, for
Yeah,
a good film.
totally.
So yeah, totally. It's the whole point of what we're doing.
Right,
Yeah.
right. For sure, the guitar lines, those crazy sort of discordant chords with the tremolo picking that is also kind of in a strange sort of delay-like place. That sort of has a way of being kind of enveloping you as well. Your
Yeah.
guitarist, what's your guitarist's name again?
Mike.
Mike, he's
Yeah.
incredible, and
Yeah.
like I don't know where he gets these chord choices for. They are bizarre. It's like a
Yeah.
borderline. When I first heard him, I was like, "That's there are aspects of this that are almost wrong, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
totally. I know it's right. I'm enjoying it, so it's right if I say so. But like it's wild. That guy has a very bizarre approach to playing.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And like we've just, man, since we were, I mean, shit, we met each other in high school. So like we were 14, and it's kind of, it's obviously it's us, and then Paul as well. We and then our little kind of wider ecosystem of, I guess, friends that have been doing very similar stuff down here. But then we've been finding out as we've been branching out over the last 20 years, you're like, oh shit, there's people all around the world with real same sensibilities when it comes to the style of music and approach.
Right.
Um, and it's that the thing that I will always go on about this, man. The thing that really attracted me to the style of music when we were super young was that alien, like ugly quality
Uh-huh.
of like, and not being able, like, the first time I heard certain bands, I was like, I don't, what the fuck, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Particularly when you're like 10, 11, 12, you're just starting to form a real deep interest in music, but most of what you're hearing is like on the radio,
Yeah.
or at
Yeah.
least I'm assuming we're of similar age.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm born in the 80s, so it's like 80s, 90s. It's all right. And then all of a sudden you would start hearing, just either through friends, older friends would give you a tape and you put the tape in and you're like, whoa, what the fuck? It's like almost like you shouldn't be listening to it. It's so
Yeah.
fucked up. And I remember, yeah, being given, dubbed tapes by friends who are like, they kind of were like, we see that you're into heavy stuff. Here's the real heavy shit you should probably be exploring. And your brain, you can't even make fucking sense of it at first. It's that.
Right.
That's the thing that like captured us and still captured us to this day. Like that makes you fucking almost make your skin crawl kind of
Yes.
sensibility, or like at least for us, what it does is we know when we've hit on something because I get fucking goosebumps. It's like,
Right.
fuck, holy shit, almost like a shot of adrenaline. And it's
Yeah.
and it's definitely, we've been talking about it specifically with the last two albums as well, that like that divide between, it's right on the line of like kind of like beauty and ugly, and it's
Oh
like
yeah.
something, if you can traverse it, it's like there's something really fucking interesting in that gap.
For sure.
And it's the same with all of our favorite artists, and not even in the style of music per se. It's like there's something there. So
Right.
that's you know that's what we're trying to do, and it's the same with the drumming approach as well.
Yeah.
Exactly that. I'm a staunch lover of extremely fucked up, hard, brutal, primitive music, but
Uh-huh.
I love really sophisticated, ethereal like playing as well. And I'm constantly trying to get those two to kind of somehow play together. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. When you mentioned earlier the tapes that you got from friends that were like, "You want some heavy shit? Check this out and let it blow your
Mm.
mind." Who were some of the bands that were on those tapes that were blowing your mind?
Okay. So Blasphemy was one of them.
Okay.
But there was also shit like Today is the Day, which is a
Oh
massive
yeah.
influence on us. So one album, and well, two albums in particular, which In the Eyes of God and
Yeah.
Temple of the Morning Star.
Uh-huh.
There was an old Cryptopsy album, Other None So Vile, maybe something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Um, yeah, it was just stuff that was maybe old Mayhem, stuff like that, and it was just like, whoa, this shit's all. It's so alien, yeah. And I remember when we first started actually getting into bands like, which are a massive, obviously a massive influence of ours, but old Immolation, old Gorguts, particularly the Immolation stuff. Really, I mean, still, it's actually, I would say probably my favorite, biggest influence is the work on those early Immolation albums, which was Craig Smolowski and Alex Hernandez.
Right.
The way those guys play is so fucking bizarre still. Like, uh, just the weirdest over the bar line playing, and really almost like on the verge of being sloppy, but not quite. And there's also that thing of like really sophisticated ideas as well. Like, so that was, and it was the same with that. Yeah, shit, that was exactly the same with that Today's Day on that Brian Taylor plays
Mm-hmm.
on.
Yep.
Just like, oh, what the fuck? Like, this is just playing it. I don't know how to play it. I don't know what he's doing, and it had the same effect on me, the exact same effect. First time I heard the fusion greats.
Right.
First time I heard Vinny, I was like, "What the fuck? Like,
Yeah. I mean that he
what?
does that.
Like,
I'm pretty sure he has done that to everyone
yeah,
ever.
yeah." And I remember,
That guy,
and
Jesus.
I specifically remember, this is before the internet was a big thing. But I remember early, maybe late '90s, there was some videos of Dave Weckl playing,
Mm.
and I at that time I was just, I don't. This is alien shit to me.
Yes.
I can play drums, and I literally don't know what he's doing for almost 90% of what he's playing. I don't get it. I like,
Yeah.
it sounds amazing, and I don't know how you would even execute that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the start of the tunnel, basically. Like, okay, we got to figure all of this sort of shit out. So yeah,
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned Weckl, and I was born in '76, so yeah, same like
Mhm.
'80s, '90s. It was all that DCI instructional video, VHS tapes, and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
that. And
yeah,
Weckl, I had Weckls, like the drum shop guy was like, you got to
yeah,
get the Weckl thing, you got to start here, you got to get
yeah,
that,
yeah.
all that, and then but Vinny was one of the guys that never put one out, and
I
I
know. Yeah,
remember.
yeah, I know.
And but he was influencing everybody that was going to see him
Yeah,
live or would try to figure out what the hell he was playing on some of these records, which like
yeah,
good luck with some of that. But that's one of the interesting things and why he's kind of a mysterious kind of character in that regard. But ridiculous, arguably more influential than any of those guys that put out the
yeah.
tapes without ever even putting out an instructional tape.
Yeah, and that's actually a massive thing that's really influenced our kind of philosophy on things. Not him specifically, but
Mhm.
guys like that that are like, just listen to my body of work.
Yeah,
Just do that, or
right.
come and see me live, and leave it at that.
Hmm.
Because even back then, there was, oh shit, like he's the guy. He's like got this level of mysteriousness to him.
Yeah.
Um, and I remember, shit, man, I remember sitting around. Yeah, this would have been like early 2000s. We were sitting around, and a friend of ours had the Zildjian Day, and it
Hmm.
had, the Dennis thing where he fucking does the fill and walks off the stage,
Yeah.
and the triplet thing with the hi hat, and he's wiping himself with a towel, and you're like, but it was also, I'm pretty sure on that same video isn't it Wickel, Gad, and Vinny
I
doing
think
the
so. Yeah.
trade off?
Uh
I mean, what the fuck? Like,
huh.
I still watch that shit. I still go back. I watch mostly the thing with Gad and Wickel and Vinny.
Yeah.
Just that set me on the path for all this sort of stuff.
That's cool.